just what you want on a Friday night, a chance to play for first place. And that's what we have tonight as the Rangers of Smithson Valley travel to face the Steele Knights here at Linhoff Stadium. Good evening. Alongside former Ranger coach Joe Muchagumba, I'm Tony Brubaker, and welcome to the Ranger Network. We have a good one tonight, Coach. Steele 9-0 overall, 6-0 in district play. The Rangers 8-1 overall and 5-1 in district play. This amounts to the last regular season game, a chance to tie for first place if the Rangers can beat them.
Yeah, this will be a great ball game. You know, this is what you want. The last ball game of district play for a district championship, leading off into the playoffs, and this will be a playoff type atmosphere ball game.
Steele won the toss and chose to defer, so they were kicked to the Rangers. Going left to right. The Rangers will have the ball going right to left as we get underway here in just a moment, as we are at Linhoff Stadium, the home of Steele High School. The Rangers with what they want here at the end of the year, and that's a chance for a district co-championship. And actually, you will be co-champion by record, but you can say you're champ because you beat the team you're tied with. Kickoff taken inside the 5-yard line. Clark hit hard and knocked down before he gets to the 20. Caught it on the left side of the field, near side, angled to the far side, and gets chopped down inside the 20 at about the 18, and that's where the Rangers will start 1st and 10. You have your comparison of the two teams as we come tonight. You heard the records. Rangers have actually scored a few more points than the Knights on the season and allowed a few less. So in any event, Derek Mata and the Rangers come out for first down from the 18. Receiver split either way, a lone setback. Clark in motion, handoff. Looks like McCracken, and he'll get a couple of yards, but knocked down almost immediately, a gain of about 2. Interior line, that looked like it was Justin Elmore with the tackle.
It's good to see McCracken back in the lineup. Last week he sat out with a little, I guess, a nagging injury. Good to have him back.
So the Rangers will go 2nd and 8 from the 20. 2 receivers to the near sideline. Mata barks out signals, fakes a handoff, throws it out to Clark, and it goes through his hands, so it'll be incomplete. So that'll set up 3rd and long for the Rangers, as Clark couldn't hang on to the pass just above his head. 3rd and 8, Coach. Difficult play call early in the game.
Well, you know, you prefer it to be 3rd and 2 or 3, obviously, but 3rd and 8, they got a call. It's on the sheet. They've been working all week long. Let's see if they can make it work tonight.
Domel is broke off to the far side. 2 receivers here near side. A couple of backs in the backfield. Straight dot back. Mata over the top has a receiver near sideline. A good catch and knocked, actually gets past the 50 before he's finally dragged down. That's Harano, who knocked Zach McDonald down. Zach is having a hard time getting up, though, as he gets a big gain of about 30 yards, 32 yards to be exact, but he is struggling to get up. Trainers come out. Don't know if he got a leg twisted on the tackle, Coach, or...
Well, it looks like he's grabbing onto his left knee, and hopefully the pain subsides on him, so he's able to get back in the ball game.
So the Rangers will have 1st and 10 from the Steele 48 on the 32-yard pass play from Mata to McDonald. McDonald's 17th reception on the year, over 250 yards now. He has a couple of touchdowns to his credit. Actually 3rd on, well, he ties for 2nd now and catches. Domel, the tight end, is the team leader with 20 receptions. As McDonald stays on the ground, we'll take a brief timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Fisher's Neighborhood Market, Ferris Orthodontics, Sage Capital Bank, Wick Productions, HEB, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dermatology San Antonio, Summerhill Dental, and Jeremy Fuller State.
Back to Linhoff Stadium, the Rangers 1st and 10 from the Steele 48. Zach McDonald walked, not under his own power, but with assistance, but he did put pressure on the legs, so he makes his way over to the sideline. Rangers will have 1st and 10. A couple of tight ends on the field. Domel broke off. Birch is near. Mata takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws it out. That's Clark, has some room on the far sideline. Gets to the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds. But he will have nearly first down yardage. Looks like he'll be just a couple of yards short. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, that's one of those plays I think we're going to see quite a bit of tonight. That's the second time we've seen it, the second play of the ball game, when it kind of miscued on the throw and the catch. Coach Hill's got something that they want to throw to the field to the multiple receiver side.
It's not really a screen because there's not a whole lot of blockers, but almost like a receiver just catch and go. 2 backs in the backfield, someone in motion. They give it to McCracken straight up the middle. Doesn't get much. Might have near first down yardage. As he's near the 38, we'll see. They are stopping the clock, so my guess is they'll move the change. About 6 different Steele Knights were in on that tackle as soon as he got to the line. Their whole defensive line and linebacker Makai Williams, the junior middle linebacker, leads the team with 109 tackles. Almost everybody had a piece on that one. So the Rangers will go 1st and 10 from the 38. Now a receiver, the wide receiver, did a little slant in, and Mata threw it just beyond his reach, so it'll be incomplete and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, they're trying to catch him in cover 2 to the field where the safety's hanging back and bring the one receiver up underneath him. They just, I mean, he had him there, it just didn't connect. See a little bit of what he's wanting to do, what they're wanting to do to him,
Sure.
wise.
Now everybody in tight. Again, 2nd and 10 from the 38. Motion from Clark. Now McCracken will take it off tackle. He'll get a few yards. Not a whole lot, though. Falls forward to about the 33. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd down and 5.
Looked like he had a hole there. Number 27, Caleb Liggins from Steele, stepped up in there and kind of plugged it up. Looked like he had a chance to run for a while.
Indeed it did. Rangers' offensive line's been a good part of this team most of the season as the Rangers work now 3rd and 5. Here's McCracken going off right tackle. Has a seam, but can't get much more than a couple of yards. Give him up to the 30. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 30. Little or no wind tonight, so kickers will have nothing but their leg to count on. No assistance or deterrent. The Rangers look like they're poised to go for 4th and 2.
They got other tight ends in the game, it looks like.
So 2 receivers broke near. Clark in motion again. Mata out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Has a tight end open. I believe it's Domel. Makes the catch. Gets across the 25, and that's good enough for a 1st down as the Rangers throw the ball for a 1st down again and have 1st and 10 from the Steele 24.
That's a great call on 4th and 2. You know, Domel, they're faking run action one direction. Domel blocks down for 2-3 counts and then releases. Secondary guy that's keying him thinks it's a run, then he peels back and Mata hits him for the 1st down.
So Rangers send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Mata fakes a handoff, has a man open, throws it high, and a catch is made.
That's
Domel again inside the 15 up to about the 11.
He's a big target, you know. He's been one of the favorites all year long. There's no sense in not keep throwing it to him.
6'3" and 245. He doesn't have blazing speed, but he has the ability to get open. He's a good route runner. We've seen that all year long, as we saw it last year too. he has a knack to find a spot for him to be thrown to.
Well, he's such a mismatch for most DBs. You know, he can body him up or they can't get to the ball. He can catch it at least, and they'll have to tackle him once he does.
So 1st and 10 from the 11. They can get a first down, but it would be inside the 1. Couple of tight ends. Motion. McCracken makes one man miss and keeps skirting. They'll mark him up around the 7, maybe the 8. So a gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7. It's like there's seams there, but they close real quick, don't they?
Well, both defenses tonight, you're going to see that that's a part of the reason they're so successful. They got some guys that can go. You know, they can fill up some gaps in a hurry. And Steele's no, you know, that's one reason they're so good defensively. It looks like he got something, all of a sudden it closes up. So,
tight end to either side. Motion from the lone receiver. McCracken going right. Off tackle, has a seam. And again, gets a few yards. I think they're going to mark him up to the 4. That'll mark it 3rd down and 3 as the Rangers get closer to the end zone. And still finding some room, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of pushing. McCracken is doing a nice job of just hitting it and taking what he can get. He's not getting real fancy trying to find a bunch of creases. He's just putting his nose down and getting what he can. He's finishing runs really strong.
So 3rd and 3 from the 4. Mata again with motion, similar to the last one, this time off left tackle. He bounces it outside, runs into a defender, and gets pushed back. Caleb Liggins hit him first. So he'll get not even anything else. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down, and the punt team comes on for the Rangers.
Yeah, they'll bring Clayton Amaya in, and he's those sophomore guys got a really tremendous leg. Distance won't be an issue here for him.
This one will be a 21-yarder from the left hash. Amaya going for his 3rd made field goal of the year. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Rangers, with 5:49 to go on the opening drive, they take up a little more than 6 minutes. They go on the scoreboard and up 3-0 here on the Rangers Network.
Coach, this is the year. Give me a chance. I get to try out? Yes!
This is the year. Get your guns up. Get your guns up.
You know, this is the 3rd time he's tried out for the team, and I don't think he's going to make it this time either.
Yep, and this never gets old.
Dr. Embry, would you like a try?
Absolutely.
Back on the Rangers Network, Amaya will kick it off to the Steele Knights. End over end kick goes to the far sideline. And mishandled. He doesn't have to return it, so it'll be a touchback, and Steele will start. We'll go through district standings as we talked briefly at the beginning. You see that Steele is undefeated at 6-0. The Rangers 5-1. The Broncos now is in 3rd place with East Central in 4th. So unless something changes tonight, unless Clemens upends East Central, those will be your 4 playoff teams. Judson, the only team to beat Smithson Valley and beat them at Smithson Valley, is down at 2-4. And you see the rest. So Steele has been dominant this season in district play, and they bring their offense on the field now. Quarterback is Connor Vincent, 6'2", 180 junior, thrown for 1,163 yards. He's run for another 140 yards. He's up under center. Handoff is their Studley running back. Jalen Bailey, junior at 185 and 5'10", has carried the ball. 5.3 average for 832 yards, and he has 12 touchdowns. He's had 4 100-plus games.
They've got some talented young men in the backfield and on the offensive line also. They're a good offensive team. Smithson Valley's going to have to play well tonight defensively.
He gets 3 on the first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll throw it to the near sideline. I think the catch is made. It is. Looked like Christian Wilson. Numbers are hard to tell. A short gain. They'll give him 5 out to the 33, so it'll be 3rd and 2. Coverage by Eggleston. Still can't figure out what that number was, Coach.
Yeah, I was thinking it was 22, but then it looked like 21. So
they'll hand it. This is Singleton, the backup running back. He's got first down yardage before a good tackle's made by Colton Shepler. But not until they get a first down beyond the 35. They'll mark it at the 38, 1st and 10. Contreras and Wilson, the 2 wideouts on the near side. Vincent takes the snap. He's going to throw, get some pressure, avoids toward the near sideline, throws it late, and has a receiver. Did he stay in bounds? They're going to mark him in bounds inside the Ranger 40 at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. That was Edmondson Contreras.
they're going to, we'll see as the game progresses, they'll get him the ball a lot of different ways. Short throws, long throws, hand it to him. They want him touching the ball probably 10, 12 times a night.
Knights send 2 receivers far side, hand it to Bailey up the middle. Rangers right there though. Good tackles all around. Wyatt Hansen had a handful first. No gain, 2nd and 10.
They're trying to play a little bit fast, tempo-wise, some tackle over stuff.
Rangers a little bit of movement, quick pass like a receiver screen almost. Catch is made across the 35 to the 31. So a gain of 7 brings up 3rd down and 3.
I think it's number 22 we're talking about, Tony, a while back. He's right out here again.
Yeah. Hand off. I don't think he got it.
It looks short the way the side judges are marking him, about 2 yards short.
Ranger defensive line did a good job of plugging the hole. They're going to mark him at the 29, so it's 4th and about 1. Steele looks like they're going to go for it. Vincent will go under center. 4th and 1 from the 29. Bailey fumbles. He won't get the yardage even if he fell on it. Really doesn't matter who fell on it at this point. It's Ranger ball. Does look like Malachi Lane ended up with it, but Rangers will have the ball, stop him on downs.
It's a big stop early in the ball game. Get them down in your territory on 4th down. That does a lot for your confidence if you're a defensive player for Smithson Valley.
No doubt about it. Even with the miscue, it was a good stop. So the Rangers come out 1st and 10 from their own 32. First drive went the length of the field. Ended up with a 21-yard field goal. Receiver split wide. He cuts in. Good throw by Derek Mata, and I think we have a completion. 81, that's a tight end. TJ Hunt, I'm sorry. TJ with only 3 receptions this year. That's his 4th. Good for 6 yards and 2nd down and 4 ahead. Rangers shuffling receivers and tight ends. Two receivers come to the near sideline. Motion. Handoff up the middle. That's Malachi Lane. He's got room. He keeps going across midfield before he's wrestled down. But not until he gets into Steele territory at the 44, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Good job by Malachi of finding the hole and getting through it quickly.
Yeah, the offensive line got the crease that time, and Malachi was able to get in it before they could close it up. It's a good run, good change. You know, they flipped the field on them now, which is a plus. At least they're on their side of the 50-yard line.
Quarter continues to advance. Only a minute 20 left in the first quarter. Rangers lead at 3-zip. More motion. Bafidis on a reverse, comes near sideline. Turns upfield, gets tripped up, but not until he has close to first down yardage. I think he'll have a gain of 9 to the 35, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1. As Bafidis came from the far side to the near side on a reverse and got good yardage. You talked about scheme earlier, Coach, you know, throwing those quick passes out there, trying to get it out on the edge. This came to the edge, just took a long time to develop, and it still had some room.
Right, that's right. Sometimes you want to get a defense running sideline to sideline and maybe get them a little bit winded and then run right at them with Malachi.
Couple of tight ends. Here comes Malachi. He gets hit and then gets the first down. He got stopped right at the 35, but muscled through and ended up getting up to about the 33 or 32. That's first down yardage for the Rangers. It's always good to keep those chains moving.
Yeah, probably the last snap of this first quarter, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, I would think so. They're not in any hurry, are the Rangers?
Possessions are a premium again tonight, it looks like. That's their Smithson Valley's second. Steele only got one touch the first half.
So, with no time left at the end of the first quarter, Rangers lead at 3-0 on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Fisher's Neighborhood Market, Ferris Orthodontics, Sage Capital Bank, Wick Productions, HEB, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dermatology San Antonio, Summerhill Dental, and Jeremy Fuller State.
Back to Linhoff Stadium. The Rangers lead at 3-0. There you see their district championships as they're playing for a title tonight. From 17 all the way back into the 90s, the Rangers have been very efficient. So 1st and 10 from the 33, and the Knights jump from the middle. Like Elmore that kind of got anxious. So the Rangers will get a free 5, I believe. Offensive line of Tyler Stone, Nick Freeman, Britt Stoley, Colton Thomason, and Alex Freeman. Doing good work so far tonight as we played one quarter. Still waiting for the second quarter to start. From the 28, it'll be 1st and 5. 3 seniors and 2 juniors on the front 5. Mata out of the shotgun. Lane goes left, bounces out, then tries cutting up. Gets a few yards, gets across the 25. So that'll be a gain of 3 or 4. They'll spot him on the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down and 2.
.42 is a good linebacker for Steele.
Yeah.
He's all over the place making plays. He's in on that one with the safety.
Receiver either way. Lane checks to the sideline. Play clock still at 15. Tight end near side. Lane straight up the middle. Boy, gets hit and gets about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Jacob King, a defensive tackle, wrapped him up, prevented him from getting first down yardage.
I think they got 2 downs to get it here, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll kick the field goal from here if they don't pick it up on this play.
Well, I think much as they have all year, they feel confident they can get a yard or 2. So a receiver either way now, an extra back in the backfield. Mata has motion. He fumbled the snap. He falls on it, but it's back at the 31, 32. This 4th down will be about 4 yards on the mishandled snap.
Yeah, I couldn't tell whether it was a bad snap or just quarterback took his eyes off of it. Maybe you could see that, Tony. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell originally, but I thought it still hit him in the hands.
It hit him in his right hand at least. I don't know.
So the Rangers are going to go for it on 4th and about 3.
Look for some type of play action possibly.
Tight end to either side, receiver to either side. They'll fake it to
There it is
Lane,
again.
throw it to Domel. He's got a 1st down yardage on the far sideline. Inches ahead a couple of yards to get inside the 20 before he's wrestled down by the cornerback on that side. Looked like Roderick Johnson.
It's just a little bootleg. Same thing they ran on the other 4th down. There's different formation, so it didn't look the same, but once the ball was snapped, everything ended up in the same places.
So Domel stays wide to the left. 2 receivers here on the near side. And an early flag, looks like procedure probably on the Rangers. It'll take them back 5 yards. That's the call. So from just inside the 20, instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15 for the Rangers. Clock rolls with 9:15 to go in the 2nd quarter as the Rangers break the huddle. Tight end to either side, 2 receivers this near side. Now motion from the fetus. They'll hand it to Lane. He'll get caught in the backfield and wrestled down again and threw back. That looked like Dante Payton. Now Carter Darnell, pardon me. So a loss of 1 makes it 2nd down and 16 as the Rangers go in the wrong direction at the end of this drive.
Yeah, it's hard to get behind the chains against a defense, quality defense like Steele, and come out ahead.
So again, Domel to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Mata takes the snap, short drop, has a man on the sideline. He's got him open and he overthrows him. That was TJ Hunt.
Yeah, Smithson, we're going to see a lot of that tonight. That's a great matchup. 2 receivers on their cover 2 coverage. It's the same one they ran early in the ball game on 3rd and 8. And they're freezing the safety with the number 2 receiver, and the corner's not doing a good job of keeping the number 1 receiver inside. I mean, that needed to be a completion for him there, obviously.
Yeah. So Caleb Davis, a backup safety, is out here on the wideout. We'll try again. This time Hunt looks in. They get the completion up to the 13. That'll still be short of a 1st down, but get you inside the 15-yard line. And we'll see if they'll go for it or kick another field goal. From the 13, it's 4th down and about 4. Bring another tight end in. We're going to go for it. So Mata again has a tight end either side, a receiver either side. Timeout is called by Steele. So the Rangers lead at 3-0, 7:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. There's timeout on the field on the Rangers Network.
Jeremy! Guys! That's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy! Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy! Jeremy!
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the Lafayette?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh, man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh, so what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Fourth and 4 for the Rangers from the 13-yard line. Too many people on the field, that's a penalty. Rangers came out of a timeout with 12 guys on the formation. And that's going to cost them 5 yards. There's the all-time series between the Rangers and the Knights. The Knights lead it 5-2. Rangers have won 2 of the last 4, but last year lost a heartbreaker, 14-10. And here we go again. This is 4th and 9 from the 18. Play clock still just going under 20 now. Samata looks to the sideline to see what they can come up with. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Throw over the top, far side. Good pass, good try, but it's broke up.
Yeah, that was pretty good all the way around. Good ball, good route. Went up to get it, and DB just came up in between his arms and knocked it out.
Good job by the DB that time. I don't know if it was Johnson or Cortez, but whoever did it stayed with it, and that Rangers will turn it over on downs. So Steele gets the ball.
It's 2 nice drives put together by Smithson Valley. They only have 3 points on the board.
Is this only their second possession?
This is Steele's second possession.
Wow.
Yes.
7.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Second time they've touched the ball. Out of the shotgun, Connor Vincent hands it off. This is Bailey, I believe, and he gets shoved out of bounds, but not until he gets about 5 yards. No, that's Singleton. The backup Singleton with the carry. Bailey has 832 yards. Singleton has 434. He also has 6 touchdowns, though, and has had 2 100-plus yardage games.
They're both really electric backs. They can make some things happen in a hurry.
A gain of 3 officially, 2nd and 7. Rangers see motion. Everybody going right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Vincent wants to run and spins away from Shepler, then gets dragged down by Malachi Lane. Not until he gets first down yardage out at the 28, though. They'll give him first down and 10. Montalvo was the man right in front of him, and he got past him, but Lane caught him from behind. Oh, there he goes. That's Singleton. The speed. Finally gets tripped up in the secondary. Good job by Eggleston to stop him. He gets all the way into Ranger territory at the 40.
Yeah, he breached second level. Nobody knew where he was.
He got through that first set of players and was just gone. 1st and 10 for Steele as they've got some movement on offense. Singleton again gets by the first line into the secondary. Good job of tripping him up that time by Egley, but he'll get into Ranger territory to the 24 and another first down.
Yeah, Maury McKenzie came flying in there to take him out on that one.
Ranger defense. I know what hit him the last 2 plays. Give it to him again. Shepler wraps up. He squirts away, gets a little bit of yardage, not much, a couple of yards to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Shepler did a good job coming through the backside. Just didn't get him down, but he slowed him down and got help from a couple others.
So for the first time in the last couple of plays, the Knights have a 2nd down and 8. Vincent doing a good job of orchestrating this. The Rangers defense moves around. Now that was a tight end stood up. Rangers adjust. Singleton again gets hit at the line of scrimmage. I think that was Hansen. No.
That's
Maynard. Jackson Maynard hit him at the line.
There's some late movement with the D-line, moving with the motion, and I think it probably caused a little bit of indecision on the O-line.
Yeah. So it's 3rd down and about 5. Ball at the 18. They've got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Singleton the lone setback near Vincent. Vincent goes up and tells the offensive line something, now gets back and gets ready for the snap. And they call another timeout.
Yeah, that was a little cat and mouse game going on there. Smithson Valley changed the defensive line, changed the front. Steele didn't like it. They checked the sideline and they just went back and forth and they ran out of time.
So there is a timeout. We'll stay with it right here as the Rangers, you see the other games tonight. South Sands at New Braunfels. Judson plays at Wagner, and I've told you Judson's having a so-so year at 2-4 in the district. Wagner at 2-4, and then Clemens and East Central. That's really one that East Central, as I told you, they have the 4 seed right now. Clemens at 2-4 could cloudy that up if they would upset East Central. That one, Clemens at East Central. Some interesting games in the district. Not everything set in stone yet, although we do know the Rangers will be number 1 in the larger school side of 6A. So the 2 teams back, 5:01 to go, 2nd quarter. Rangers almost send too many players out again. Steele changes their formation. They've got 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Singleton the setback. Mishandle the snap. Connor wants to throw it late. Good job. I think it's De Hoyos. Breaks up the pass intended for Edmondson. Or for Contreras. Yeah, Edmondson Contreras.
That was almost a pick.
Yeah.
It was almost an interception. Could have been a pick 6. Great read, great break on the ball by De Hoyos. He's a really good football player.
Yes, he is. Junior with 57 tackles so far this year, 1 interception, 3 pass breakups. That's another one. So 4th and 5. Steele going for it. They want to throw. Pressure on Vincent. He's getting chased. Far side, asking for somebody to go down. Gets rid of the ball, and it is caught. Wow, what a pass and catch on the far sideline. I don't know if that's Dashney. Levi Dashney, the junior receiver, comes up with the catch. So 1st and goal for the Knights. They give it to the tailback, and he's in the end zone. Gets hit, but I think they've called him. It is a touchdown for the Steele Knights. Tashawn Singleton has had a yeoman's night here in the 2nd quarter on this drive as they get ready for the extra point. Patterson, the kicker. Snap is high, and it's blocked. Rangers pick it up. Coming near sideline, he won't get very far. And so the Knights go up. That's De Hoyos who came up with the ball. It's 6-3. Knights go on top, but the extra point is no good. There's timeout on the field on the Rangers Network.
Coach, this is the year. Give me a chance. I get to try out. Yes!
This is the year. Get your guns up. Get your guns up.
You know, this is the third time he's tried out for the team, and I don't think he's going to make it this time either.
Yep, and this never gets old.
Dr. Embry, would you like a try?
Absolutely.
Clark handles the kickoff, drops it, picks it up, has some room, gets up the middle, gets past the 25 before he's wrestled to the ground. Davion Hook, senior DB, brings him down. Rangers 1st and 10 from their own 26. Even dropping the ball, he was quick enough to get some good yardage and almost broke it. Bafidis and Clark, the two returners.
They've had some really exciting returns throughout the year on kickoffs and on punts.
Yes, sir. 4:37 to go here, second quarter. Steele leads it 6-3. They scored the touchdown and missed the extra point. Rangers send two receivers to the near side. Handoff. That looks like McCracken. He fought hard to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. Tried to bounce it outside and got wrapped up. We'll give him a yard. It's 2nd down and 9. Two receivers near side, one to the far. Mata with the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to Domel and throws it late. He kind of pump faked, everybody kind of froze, then threw it late, but it was low and there was good defense on Domel at that point.
Yeah, Smithson Valley tried to come back to that, and then Steele changed their coverage. They stemmed to a different coverage, and Domel, good thing he didn't throw it.
Right.
Because it would have been a pick. They're still figuring each other out.
Right. Yes, sir. So Rangers face 3rd and long. Mata, straight drop back. Throws over the top. Near sideline. Throws it out of bounds, though. Wanted to make sure McDonald was the only player who could get to it, and the ball just sailed out of bounds. It's 4th down, and we'll see the punter for the first time tonight. Osorio averaging 42.4 punts on 15 punts this season for the Rangers.
Contreras back to return it. He'll have a hard time getting his hands on the ball with the way the punter's been doing it this year with the rugby punt on the roll.
Sure.
Should be kicking it to Steele's bench.
End over end, low kick. Let go by Contreras, and Rangers will down it at the Steele 25. That's where they'll start 1st and 10. The Ranger drive only about a minute, 3:40 to go in the first half. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 25. Ranger defense love to come up with a quick stop here. Get the ball back one more time. Vincent with two receivers far side. Hands it off. There's a flag, probably a holding. This is still Singleton. We haven't seen Bailey since the first drive.
Yeah, that's the right guard. Just tackled Jackson Maynard. They finally caught him, threw the flag on him. That'll come back.
So instead of 2nd and short, the penalty will make it 1st and 20 for the Knights. Steele bench not very happy with the calls, trying to argue it a little bit. One of the assistant coaches who gets ushered back to the sideline. Well, actually, it's a 15-yard penalty, so it's 12.5 back to the 12.5. So 1st and long. Knights break the huddle. Two receivers far side, one to the near. Setback is still Singleton. He'll get the ball up the middle. It's a few yards. Give him about 7 up to the 19. Shepler down at the bottom of the pile along with.
With that penalty, it's a great opportunity to hold them on downs, get it punted, and punt it to either Clark or Buffetus for a good return and get the ball back to the offense before half.
McLean Garrett in the lineup as well. Same format or same formation we've seen for a while. Singleton goes to the right of Vincent. On second and still long. Singleton gets it, has a hole near side, breaks a tackle, now has the sideline. Will anyone be able to catch him? We've got someone with an angle. And at the very last, that is Eggleston, who runs him down, but not until, see where the official runs to, I think about the 12-yard line. He doesn't give many guys a chance. We had one guy who had him, but just couldn't hang on to him.
Yeah, that's a great job by Eggleston, hustling from the corner on the other side of the field. Getting him out of bounds, just give him a chance to play another down in defense.
Yes, sir. 2.5 minutes to go, second quarter. This is Bailey. He gets hit at the line, falls forward for about a yard, maybe 2. Mark him just inside the 10, where it'll be second. Knights trying to add to their 6-3 lead as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Vincent takes the snap, gives it to Bailey. Bounce off one guy who tries to drag him. That was Garrett. Falls forward to the 6.
Good tackle by McLean.
And their ball spotted at the 6. Third down. And about 4. Minute and a half to go, first half. 6-3 Knights. Rangers kicked a field goal on their first drive. Knights scored their touchdown on their second drive. Bailey beside Vincent. The receiver either way wants to throw. Near sideline. Receiver goes up. He's pushed out. I don't think he got a foot down. I don't think there's any way he got a foot down. But I don't know that we're going to get a chance to see it. Duffy was on coverage. I thought he shoved him out of bounds.
It looked like he pushed him out.
Knights go up 12-3. No replay. Patterson comes on for the extra point. Better snap, good hold, kick is up. This one goes through. It's 13-3. Steele on top, 1:10 to go first half. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
Coach, this is the year. Give me a chance. I get to try out? Yes!
This is the year. Get your guns up. Get your guns up.
You know, this is the third time he's tried out for the team, and I don't think he's going to make it this time either.
Yep, and this never gets old.
Dr. Embry, would you like a try?
Absolutely.
Steele kicks off. This time they pooch it right up the middle. A high hopper fielded by Buffetus. Now that's Clark. Got room up the middle. Still scooting. Actually a good return off of a bad kick out near midfield with 1:04 to go. Rangers have better field position for a short drive if they can take advantage of it.
Yeah, they got a chance to put some points on the board going into the half.
Steele will receive the second half kickoff after deferring in the first. Rangers come out, 64 seconds to go, down 13-3. Two receivers far side, tight end near side. Mata fakes the handoff, wants to throw, has someone streaking down the middle. It looks like it's Hunt, and he catches the ball. Some contact around the 20. He finally caught it just inside the 15. That's a first down for the Rangers inside the 10-yard line.
It's good. That's McDonald there, Tony. It's good to see him back in the game. He's been in there a couple of times since he went out with a possible injury.
Good point. That was Zach McDonald, and a great catch. Spot him at the 7. First and goal for the Rangers. Clock runs at 46 seconds to go in the first half. Rangers not in an immense hurry with that much time. They'd like to score right as time expires almost.
Yes, they would. And there's they got 3 timeouts, so they got plenty of.
Two receivers near side.
Plenty of things to use.
Motion man going left. Here's McCracken. He doesn't have any room to run as he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defense is all over him. Patton among those for the Knights. Back him up to the 9-yard line. A loss of 2 and a timeout by the Rangers. We'll keep this one here. With 26 seconds to go, it's second and goal from, we'll say the 9.
It's a big, this is, they're all big possessions in a game like this, but this is, it might be as big as it gets right now because Steele gets the ball coming out in the second half. So it'd be nice if they were able to put some points on the board here. A couple of reasons. Give them a little bit of confidence, get a little bit good feeling back on your sideline over there. And then,
yeah, we've talked about some of the different scenarios they've done on offense that seemed like something they wanted to do. What do you come up with here? Do you pull something you haven't run yet? And
well,
you've got 3 chances to get it in the goal.
Yeah, they're going to try to run the football again at some point. I don't know about this down, but they'll try some play action pass. Catch them in man coverage down there where the field's kind of compressed. Maybe DB will lose somebody. Possibly play a little reverse with either Clark or Lafitas coming around the top. Maybe reverse pass off of that.
Tight end either way. Motion from the receiver. Coming near side. They fake the handoff. Domel's on the far side. He catches the ball at the 5. Can't turn up the field except for he does. And gets to about the 3 or the 2.
I'm guessing they called him out of bounds. I think this clock is stopped.
Clock has stopped at 18 seconds. I think he had to be out of bounds or they wouldn't have stopped it because no one called a timeout.
No.
So now third and goal from what they say is the 3-yard line. So the Rangers have some options now. Again, that's a play we've seen in the past, just the bootleg to pass back to Domel. Receiver either way, 2 tight ends, 1 on either side. Motion again. Mata rolls to the strong side. He's going to keep it and ends up running out of bounds. Don't know that I saw anybody open, Coach, but.
No, they covered it up well. They're going to try to kick a field goal here. Steele did a nice job of passing them off on the cross by the motion man, and the receiver would start off here. A lot of times they try to get a rub or something on that, but that didn't happen, and Steele passed them off and covered it well.
Maya comes for a field goal. Spotted at the 16. It'll be a 26-yard field goal. Made 21-yarder earlier. And a timeout by Steele before the kick with 12 seconds.
Would have liked to have seen Mata throw that out of bounds at least.
Yeah, so you'd be at the 3 and you could maybe still go for it.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard not to give. Yeah. It's hard to give up on a play.
Yeah,
he's trying to make a play till the very end, and unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Probably go for it if you're back at the 3. Do you think? You never know. I know, you never know.
I mean, a couple things. You kick a field goal, you get some points, you feel pretty good. You're down a touchdown, you go for it, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Well, you're down 10, you're down 2 scores, they get the ball coming out in the second half. So that's if you score, you're down 3.
Right.
So who knows?
Yeah.
It all depends on the result, right?
Yeah. Mata is the holder. Caden Baumgardner, the snapper. Clayton Amaya, the sophomore kicker. Snap's good, the hold down, the kick up, and it looks good, and it is. So with 8 seconds to go in the first half, the Rangers score their second field goal of the game and narrow the gap from 13 to 6 now.
Yeah, bring it back to a one-score game.
So the Rangers will kick off and maybe in the half on the kickoff and then kick off to start the second half as well. So we're near halftime on the Ranger Network. 8 seconds to go. Knights lead it 13 to 6. They've scored a couple of touchdowns, missed an extra point, and the Rangers have scored 2 field goals. See what happens after halftime, but we've got one more, maybe 2 more plays before the half ends. Maya will place the ball and get ready to kick it off. Pardon me, this is Manuel Osorio handling the kickoff. Squibs it near sideline, and the Knights go straight down with it to make sure no time goes off the clock. A second goes down. That was David Hart, 22, caught some passes earlier in the game. So the Knights have 7 seconds for, I guess, 1 play, maybe 2. From their own 20-yard line, the ball spotted. 1st and 10. Rangers just need to make 1 good tackle.
Yeah, I mean, you win if they don't score them.
Wow, they're going to go. I don't know why he fell down if they're just going to take a knee, and they do. Take a knee, and that should be the end of the half, and it is. Rangers trail 13 to 6 as we're at the half on the Rangers Network.
Jeremy, 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 Jeremy. Guys, that's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy, Jeremy, Jeremy. Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy, Jeremy, Jeremy.
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the GBTC Wi-Fi app?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh, man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh, so what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Miss Moore, what are you doing here?
Time to do your homework, Starfighter.
But
Nope, homework now.
I don't like Experience IQ.
Jeremy, 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 Jeremy. Guys, that's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy, Jeremy, Jeremy. Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy, Jeremy, Jeremy.
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the GBTC Wi-Fi app?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh, man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh, so what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Miss Moore, what are you doing here?
Time to do your homework, Starfighter.
But I was...
Nope, homework now.
I don't like experience IQ.
Jeremy! Guys! That's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy! Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy!
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the GVTC Wi-Fi app?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh, man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh, so what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Miss Moore, what are you doing here?
Time to do your homework, Starfighter.
But I was...
Nope, homework now.
I don't like experience IQ.
Jeremy! Guys! That's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy! Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy!
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the GVTC Wi-Fi app?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh, man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh, so what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Miss Moore, what are you doing here?
Time to do your homework, Starfighter.
But I was...
Nope, homework now.
I don't like experience IQ.
In August 2021, the Comal ISD Board of Trustees approved an election package that included both a VA-TRE and a bond package. These elections will be presented together on the ballot as 5 propositions. Proposition A is the VA-TRE, which is a voter-approved tax ratification election required by the state legislature to ask voters to approve a modified tax rate. With voter approval in November, the VA-TRE will provide teachers and staff with a 3% pay increase and auxiliary personnel and paraprofessionals with a $1.50 hourly pay increase in 2021. The bond package begins with Proposition B, which will include funding for 4 new campuses to address growth throughout the district. Elementary number 19 will be located off of Highway 46 South and will provide relief for Clear Spring and Freiheit Elementaries. Elementary number 20 will be located across from Danville Middle School and will provide relief for Garden Ridge and Morningside Elementaries. Middle School number 8 will be located south of FM 1863 and Highway 281 and will provide relief for Piper Ranch Middle School. Finally, a new campus will be built for Hill Country College Preparatory High School to support additional student enrollment and to expand the programs offered. Beyond the construction of new schools, Proposition B will fund several infrastructure and reinvestment projects at existing campuses, including new playgrounds, safety and security projects, and the purchase of land and 85 new buses. Proposition C will fund athletic facility improvements throughout the district to maintain the district standard. Some projects include a new field house and golf practice facility at Smithson Valley and Canyon High Schools, football field regrading for Mountain Valley Middle School, and a field house and tennis court facility included in Phase 2 for Davenport High School. Proposition D will fund a stadium capacity expansion, a new press box and ticketing for Canyon Lake High School, and stadium capacity expansion and a new press box included in Phase 2 for Davenport High School. Proposition E will fund instructional technology to replace outdated student and teacher computers and for network security improvements. The VA TRE and bond package are being presented as 5 propositions due to recent changes in state law brought on by Senate Bill 30. Perhaps the biggest question some have when an election is being called is, how will this affect my taxes? If the VA TRE is approved by voters in November, the tax rate for 2021 would increase by less than 2 cents. For Bond 2021, although state law requires that the ballot language state this is a property tax increase, this bond package with propositions B, C, D, and E will not have an impact on the current total tax rate. Early voting will begin October 18th and end October 29th, with Election Day set for November 2nd. Find more information about the VA TRE and Bond 2021 elections by visiting our website at www.comalisd.org.
Jeremy! 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 Guys! That's who I'm on the phone with right now. Jeremy Fuller, my family State Farm insurance agent. Jeremy! 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 Did you call your parents yet? Jeremy! Jeremy! Jeremy!
Let's go Rangers!
What does the new Experience IQ do on the GVTC Wi-Fi app?
Check it out. I'll be the parent and you be the teenagers.
What?
Malachi, get off your phone and study your playbook.
Oh man.
Nick, are you learning about breeds of kittens?
Gosh. So what? I can't have any privacy?
Not with Experience IQ.
Miss Moore, what are you doing here?
Time to do your homework, Starfighter.
But
Nope, homework now.
I don't like Experience IQ.
Welcome to Slide Talk. I'm Andrew Kim, Superintendent of Schools for the Comal Independent School District. Joining me today is our CFO, Crystal Hermish, to talk about our voter-approved tax ratification election coming up in November the 2nd. So, Crystal, explain to me in very simple terms, what is a voter-approved tax ratification election?
So a TRE is required by the legislature anytime you want to raise your tax rate above the minimum tax rate.
Okay, so the increased tax rate would only affect the operating budget that we use to pay our teachers and staff. I hear that we actually have the lowest pay for teachers and staff in the area. Is this true?
This is true. Our first-year teachers, as well as our 15-year teachers, have the lowest pay compared to other districts in this area. Additionally, our bus drivers, custodians, and paraprofessionals are among the lowest paid. Over the last 10 to 15 years, employees received a 2 to 3% pay increase. but other years the district relied on one-time bonuses for employees. So our compensation did not increase at the same rate as other districts in the area.
I see. So how are we going to fix this so we can keep bringing in great teachers to our school district while also keeping all of our teachers and staff here for our kids?
With approval of the VATRE, we are proposing our teachers and professional staff receive a 3% increase this year, and our auxiliary staff, such as bus drivers, custodians, and others, will receive a $1.50 per hour increase.
So with all the growth around here with students, we're adding 1,000 kids a year. As a result of that, more kids means more revenue. Shouldn't that be enough to pay our staff and teachers in a raise per year within our regular budget?
So the new funds generated by new students in the district is enough for us to hire the new teachers for those new students and to operate our schools, but it's not really generating enough revenue to also offer compensation.
I see. So it's one or the other.
Correct. That's the decision the district's been faced with lately.
Now, what I don't understand though is then as property values go up, because what I get asked a lot at the local grocery store is that, hey, you have a lot of new property now and you must have a lot of money, but what I'm hearing is that that's not the case.
No, that isn't the case. In fact, part of House Bill 3 that was passed in 2019 compresses the district's tax rate as those property values go up. So as values grow up in the district, the rate decreases and somewhat puts the district on a fixed income.
So you're telling me that the legislature basically has said that if you need more money to operate, especially for us because we have more staff, we have more teachers, we have to pay them better. If we want to do that, we have to ask the voters for an election to do that. And that's why we're here, talking about a voter-approved TRE.
Correct. Voters are essentially being asked to approve a 1.63 cent increase on the tax rate over the prior year's tax rate.
So now what also concerns me, once we propose to pass this Proposition A, TRE, does that mean that the tax rate will continue to go ahead and stay high or keep on going up, or how does that work?
So even with this TRE, it's a one-time increase. We'll still maintain that somewhat fixed revenue, and in order to do that, the tax rate will continue to go down.
Well, I really appreciate you joining me today. Appreciate all the work that you're doing. I do want to remind everybody, as part of the slide talk, that early voting begins on October the 18th and will proceed through October 29th, with Election Day on November the 2nd. Please make sure that you have updated your voter registration cards. If you haven't done so, you have until October the 4th. Once again, thank you for joining the slide talk with me today about VATRE.
Whoa, what brings you here to? Whoa. Well, I heard my wife talking to her friends that y'all work miracles, so I thought maybe you could do something with this.
We absolutely help women, children, and men, but I'm gonna have to call in the reinforcements.
Dermatology San Antonio can do this for me. Just think what they can do for you.
What you just witnessed is a classic case of Snack-a-Crack-a-Toothus. The surprising moment when enjoying a tasty treat turns into months of restorative dentistry. Lucky for Coach Worstifer, at Summerhill Dental, we offer same-day crowns, and if need be, 3D guided implants to fight Snack-a-Crack-a-Toothus, one ranger at a time.
Bob, welcome back. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
You're my first Comal Cruising back from the pandemic.
All right.
Yeah, so welcome. And what a great topic to start off our new series of Comal Cruising, but to talk about growth and the growth in our area when it comes to construction, housing market, and you name it, student enrollment. But Bob, just to kind of get all of our constituents out there and those who are watching this, it's probably maybe a couple people, by the way, who knows. But Bob, what do you do for our school district? And why don't you explain to our viewers out there what you do?
Sure. Well, Templeton Demographics is a consulting firm, and we specialize in helping fast growth school districts by doing very detailed housing research, and we turn that housing research into enrollment projections so that we can help the school district plan when and where to build schools so they can understand how fast their enrollment is going to be growing.
Well, I'll tell you what, certainly when this past year, the pandemic year, COVID year, I guess, whatever we're calling that, I was quite frank with you. I think we talked about this. I thought we're going to have a pause. We're going to have a sort of a pause in growth of enrollment of students, so I was worried about that in some sense, but maybe in some sense I thought that we'll get a little break, a year's worth of break of not having increased enrollment so that we can kind of maybe catch up to some degree. But unfortunately or fortunately, that's not the case.
That's true, and it was a very unusual year in so many ways. In fact, a year ago, we thought that the housing market could slow because of concerns with the economy.
That was 2019-2020 school year.
Yes, and so...
Or 2020-2021 school year, I should say.
Yes, and all the signs were, when you looked at the unemployment rate shot up over 13%.
Right.
And normally, we would see a slowdown in housing.
Right.
But not this time. We actually saw the opposite. We saw an increase in housing activity during the past year.
Which during the pandemic year?
During the pandemic year.
Yeah, what do you attribute that to, Bob? I mean, just out of, I don't know, it seems kind of contrary to what was happening other places, perhaps, in the country, in our state, maybe.
There's a couple of factors that probably helped facilitate that. And one of those was with we did see an increase in virtual learning. Well, we saw a big increase in remote work.
Sure.
So a lot of families were able to kind of pivot, and that might have been in apartments were thinking, wow, I need to get into a house with more space. And so we did see a real movement that happened from those younger families to get into housing. Also, the affordability at the time was good. The interest rates were low.
Right. Not anymore, but...
The interest rates are still okay, but the cost has gone up due primarily to the inflation on materials and labor.
You also attribute the migration of those from outside the state coming to Texas, specifically around here, of course, Central Texas, Hill Country, Comal ISD. We see on the ground, talking with our principals as they enroll new parents, new students into our schools, majority of them, a good number of them, are coming from places like California and other places.
That's so true. Texas has had a really good year in terms of corporate relocations, and especially tech jobs in the Austin area. And the Comal School District is close enough to Austin that some of the families that live in Comal are likely working in Austin. They're also working in San Antonio. And so the big boom has been Austin has been the focal point for Texas, with the Tesla, Oracle, Samsung expansions. And, it's just really putting the bullseye on Central Texas.
Yeah. Well, so what's your outlook here, looking at the crystal ball that you do look at, for the upcoming year, which is the 21-22 school year?
Well,
post-pandemic year, of course.
Yes. It's interesting because for the last 5 years, every year has been a record-breaking year for new home construction.
Right.
5 years ago, we were doing, 1,600 homes a year.
Right.
We're now going to be doing 2,800 homes for this year. and it's possible that we could be seeing more than 3,000 homes per year within the not too distant future. So 2021-22,
right,
that school year will be another record-breaking year for new home construction, and then we're going to have a record-breaking year for enrollment growth.
The old adage about availability of water, infrastructure, you're talking about these are homes that are already ready to go with all of that stuff ready to go.
That's true. You know, these are subdivisions and communities that have already been platted and permitted, and they're active.
Yeah.
And so you've got about 2,800 vacant developed lots that are on the ground ready for builders to build on today.
Yeah.
There's another 2,800 lots that are in development that will be delivered within the next, say, 6 to 10 months. And those lots have already been gone through the infrastructure pipeline, so the utilities are available for those that are already in development.
You know, as we're cruising around Comal ISD here, obviously this is the series that we're relaunching here. You know, the construction and the traffic issues, a lot of density of home development, especially in this area that we're going to be driving through right here. Where are these folks migrating from? I mean, is it still going to keep on, pretty robust here for the next few years? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, there is still a migration coming from California. In fact, I live in the Marble Falls area, and I've met 2 new neighbors that have recently moved from California.
I have many.
And it is the relocation of jobs, it's the cost of living in Texas, and it's a multiple of factors that are causing the migration. We're also seeing it from the Northeast, the Chicago area,
the Midwest,
and so Texas is just it's still the fastest growing state in the country. We'll see that again when the 2020 census is released, that Texas will be the fastest growing state again.
The comparison of our school district, who's also, I figure, as we talked about in the past, we're probably in the top 5, if not in the top 3 fastest growing in the state of Texas, I would think.
That's true. And, we work primarily with fast growth districts. The closest one that has similar housing and similar geography would be the Denton School District.
Is that right?
They're pretty big, but they're not as big geographically as you are.
They're not. We're 589 square miles there, Bob.
That's right. And you've got growth in multiple areas. So it almost feels like you're the equivalent of 4 school districts.
It does feel like that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to be sorry in talking about it, but it's like running 4 different types of school district.
Yes.
Here in Comal School District.
You've got the 281 corridor, the Smithson Valley corridor, the I-35 corridor, and the Canyon Lake area. So easily you can kind of geographically see 3. Then Garden Ridge could almost be a 4th area.
Well, and like you said, though, you're right. What we see on the ground is that growth is happening in all those areas you just mentioned. So it's not just in one particular area. It's all over the place.
That's right.
And that makes it really more complex. Have you ever seen something like that in your career?
No, you're pretty unique. Like I said, the closest one is Denton. Now, Prosper is building as many homes, but they're not as big geographically.
They're not.
They will run through their building cycle in about 8 to 10 years.
Is that right?
You're going to be growing for 25 years or more. There's that much land here. And when we look at some of the future developments that we're watching, these are big, massive master plan developments that are in the works.
Yeah, the demand seems to be there, meaning the buyers. Certainly parents with kids, young kids who are looking for, hopefully, what they will consider us to be a great school district to invest a large dollar amount of money to buy a home these days, compared to my first starter home back in the day. And so I think that has a lot of things, but you're right. I think the supply chain issue, construction prices are going up quite a bit right now.
That's true. The lower the price point, typically the younger the family. So we see more elementary kids from those homes that are priced below $250,000. That's actually maybe moving up to $300,000.
I know. It's hard to find a price point of that low nowadays.
It is. So then when you get above $450,000 and you get into $450,000, $600,000 range, we tend to see middle school age kids.
Yeah.
And some high school.
And I think one of the things I talk about with our school board as well as our taxpayers out there is that we are not trying to build. If we're only growing at the high school level, I don't think we need to go ahead and build, let's say, new schools, because they're going to age themselves out. But what we're seeing right now, I think the information that you provided us over the years, is that we're growing elementary students.
That's true. Yes. Well, the enrollment growth is looking like it could be at about 1,500 to 1,800.
You got to be kidding me.
Additional students, yes.
Because we typically hover around 900 to 1,000
right.
kids from a year changeover, Bob. So you're now saying somewhere around that number, which is actually a little scary to me. I'm serious.
15 to 1,800.
Is that right?
Yes.
Are you really saying that?
I'm saying that.
Wow.
And it's partially the COVID return.
Yeah.
Because we did, even though you did grow at a good number, you still had some families that
absolutely
didn't participate at those younger grade levels. I'm talking pre-K kindergarten.
Absolutely.
So there's going to be a surge of pre-K kindergarten plus this increase in housing growth that's going to push that growth rate to about 1,500.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, Bob. For the first one coming back to come out cruising, I know for some of our viewers it may not be as significant, but when you say 1,500 to 1,800 numbers of new students coming to our school district starting in August of 2021 here, I'm a little bit, I'm going to need to take a long vacation here.
Well, and you probably will be one of the fastest growing school districts in the state.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to need to go ahead and come back in sometime around September to see how these numbers pan out. But if construction and developments around here shows anything, I tend to agree with you now about that number. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, Bob, thanks for joining.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, and you're the first one back to the Come Out Cruising.
That's great.
So, all right.
I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it very much, Bob.
You're welcome.
And welcome back. The Rangers will start the second half by kicking it off, as Steele won the toss and deferred till the second half. The Knights lead at 13-6 as we're back to Linhoff Stadium here on the Ranger Network. Two teams playing for Steele, playing for an outright first place district win. The Rangers trying to tie for this district championship in 27-6A, as the Rangers have suffered one district loss. That was to Judson a couple of weeks ago at home, 33-32. And the Knights have not lost in district play. In fact, they beat Judson 35-30 recently. So again, it is Osorio to kick it off. Contreras.
They changed on you again, Tony. They put Amaya back in.
Did Amaya's kick?
I
Maybe
think
Osorio had a better squib kick.
I think that's what it was. It was a squib. I think you're right.
Amaya's end-over-end kick is fielded inside the 5. Middle of the field return. Rangers there to make the tackle.
Lance Zuber getting up off the pile.
Yeah, that was Davion Hook, one of their kick return specialists. Ian Contreras, as they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 25. Ranger defense going to be asked to make some stops, as they've given up a couple of touchdowns in the second quarter. Big plays, the key. Good job on first down as Vincent hands it off, and it's a loss of a yard.
They played pretty good defense. I know they've given up 13 points, but they played pretty good. Other than some big plays, some big chunk plays that they've got to really eliminate in order to win the ball game tonight.
Singleton, the tailback.
Singleton's had a hot hand tonight for him.
He has. He's had several big runs in that second quarter. So 2nd and 11 from the 24. Motion. They give it to Singleton. He breaks the initial tackle, but then gets stopped. A whole bunch of Rangers there, including Diego Hamilton. Rangers doing a good job on the first 2 carries. That was a gain of 2 out to the 26. So 3rd down and 9.
This is what you're looking for. You're looking for a favorable down and distance, and they've got it set up right here. They need to hold them, obviously, and make them punt.
Maynard comes out. Rangers go with a 3-man front.
Empty set by Steele. 4 wides to this side.
Everybody checks the sideline. Vincent takes the snap, looks to throw. In route, that's Edmondson. Contreras breaks a tackle, gets 1st down yardage across the 40. Eggleston had a chance but couldn't hold on. 1st down yardage to the 45 for the Knights as Edmondson Contreras continues to increase his nearly team-leading receptions, now over 36, 37, 38, over 500 yards receiving.
I have a flag down to the top. I can't see it. I don't know.
Our referee after a dead ball, personal foul against Steele. So that'll be a break for the Rangers.
Unfortunately, with the dead ball, they still give them a fresh set of downs.
Sure. So from the 45, they'll go back 15 yards to the 30, but it'll 31. It'll just be, or it will be, 1st and 10 from there. So they get the 1st down, but don't get a whole lot of yardage out of it after the penalty. So 1st and 10 though from the 31. 2 receivers near side. They hand it off. Singleton and gets hit in the backfield. Tries to squirt it outside, but gets run down. Gavin Woods among those in on the tackle.
Defensive line is really holding the ground pretty well right now, and the linebackers are fitting nice down behind them.
So 2nd and 11 as they mark it a yard back.
Any big play, maybe a turnover.
Singleton moves to the right of Vincent, who takes the snap, wants to throw, he gets attacked by 2 or 3 different Rangers. They finally get him down. In there first was Hamilton, then Maynard came up. Also in there was Gavin Woods, and they'll sack Vincent back inside the 25 at the 24. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Knights. Boy, everybody got through that time, Coach.
Yeah, they brought a little corner pressure, which made the quarterback step up, and D-line had good push up inside. This is a situation, again, 3rd and long. They need to stop them here. They don't need to let them off the hook again.
Larry McKenzie in at linebacker. Rangers jump.
Free play.
They'll throw it over the top. The receiver on the near side. And they're going to call interference. Oh, my. Andrew Montalvo went up. And they're going to call interference on it. So a free play gets a long play, as they'll have the ball out near midfield on that penalty.
Well, they won't even be the 1st down marker because it's not an NFL spot foul,
right.
So they're going to still be 5 short of the 1st, but it'll bring an automatic 1st down with it.
It will, yes.
They're 3rd and 8 and then 3rd and 17, and they're off the hook both times. So that one there.
So 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. You're right, just to the 40 to 39. But it is a 1st down. And off of a 3rd and 17, the Knights convert.
You can't give them that many chances. They're too dangerous.
Singleton takes the handoff, squirts ahead. They give him 5 up to the 45. 6 yards, actually. It'll be 2nd and 4. I don't see many running back. Malachi Lane did it in the 1st half, but get to the line so quick. And Singleton does that.
They get there pretty quick.
So 2nd and 4 from the 45. Play fake back to Vincent. He's being chased. Throws it down the field. Has a man, and he makes the catch.
Slow flea flicker. Really not a very good looking play.
That was Contreras who made the catch up in Ranger territory at the 34. Yes.
He had did a good job, but just quarterback threw it up, and he just came and got
back
it.
and got it.
I mean, that's hard to cover a pass like that. He had good coverage down the field. DB didn't see that it was underthrown.
Singleton cut down, then wrapped up. Whitaker had a hold of him after Malachi Lane had tripped him up. Gave him a gain of 1 to the 33, 2nd down and 9.
It's funny to watch him. Steele runs a flea flicker, which got Eggleston 2 weeks ago against Judson.
Vincent. And brought down right away is Singleton. Actually loses a yard or 2. Back to the 35. It's 3rd down and 11.
It's a great read by Gavin Woods. They got a little stun on the backside of that play, and Gavin comes up underneath the 3 technique, falls inside and makes a tackle.
Looked to me like Vincent almost pulled it back from him because he saw the penetration. Singleton going all the way since the early going. We haven't seen Bailey in a while. 3rd and 11. Rangers threatening to blitz. They come with a bit. They get to him. Vincent squirts away but gets brought down from behind. Great job by Brock Whitaker. The senior defensive end stayed with him. It'll be 4th down and long. And they'll bring their punter on from the 34. Try to pin the Rangers down.
Yeah, you might want to look out. I'm sure they've been warned from Smith Valley side. Watch the fake on this play right here. Seen them fake before.
Rangers going to call a timeout. 5:55 to go, 3rd quarter action. The Knights up 13-6 on the Ranger Network.
Witness is a classic case of Snack-a-Crack-a-Toothus, the surprising moment when enjoying a tasty treat turns into months of restorative dentistry. Lucky for Coach Worstifer, at Summerhill Dental we offer same-day crowns and, if need be, 3D guided implants to fight Snack-a-Crack-a-Toothus, one Ranger at a time.
Back to Linhoff Stadium. The Knights lead at 13-6. They're at the 34-yard line, 4th and 10. They have the punt team out. Caleb Davis, the senior punter, who averages about 31 yards a kick, and we call a fair catch inside the 5. Why on earth? Wow. So from the 3-yard line, the Rangers will have 93 yards to pay dirt. .551 to go, 3rd quarter action. Rangers down by a touchdown. 13-6, 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. Cracking the tailback, a receiver wide to either side. Mata bobbled the snap, tried to throw over the top to Clark. The defensive back on the play, Cortez, almost had a pick and would have had a pick 6 if he did.
Yeah, I don't think that was a design throw. I think it was a mishandled snap, and he was just getting out of the way.
I agree with you.
Linemen downfield, they're fortunate they didn't get caught.
Right. So 2nd and 10. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Got a tight end either way. 2 receivers near sideline. Mata takes the snap, hands it to McCracken, has a hole up the middle, gets a squirt through across the 5 and the 10, up near the 11-yard line, maybe even to the 12. It should be 3rd and 1 after a good-looking run by Travis McCracken, the senior. 730 yards coming into the game with 126 carries, 9 touchdowns. Hasn't had a whole lot of room tonight, though.
That's a big run for many, many reasons. We'll see what happens here.
But you at least know you won't be punting from your end zone, probably. Mata sends motion across, gives it to McCracken, has space on the right side. He's got a first down yardage past the 15 to the 18 before he's brought down by a couple of Knight defenders. That is the middle linebacker, Mekhi Williams, who seems to be on almost every tackle for the Knights when we run the ball.
It's a great job. You know, they work that every week, just coming out series. They've got certain plays they'll run coming out of their own end zone, and they've achieved that goal this week, getting it out of there.
So 1st and 10 from the 18. Rangers send 2 receivers to the far sideline. Mata takes the snap, hands it to McCracken. Coming this way, gets wrapped up in the backfield, loses a yard. Dante Payton, the junior defensive tackle.
Yeah, he was in the backfield waiting. He was in the backfield waiting for the ball carrier that time.
So the Rangers see 2nd and 11 now from the 12. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Domel in the slot on the far side. Mata to throw. Over the top, has a man down the far sideline. A flag comes in. The ball's incomplete.
Yeah, they're going to call holding on number 7 from Steele on Domel. They wouldn't let him off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Had hold of his throat, jersey, something. It's going to work out well, give him another first down, I think. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like to me. I was thinking he was going to go to Domel, but then he released it long to the streaking receiver on the far sideline, who was covered up nicely. But the Rangers will take it 15 yards from the 17, will be up to the 32, I believe, or just 10 yards to the 27. And an automatic first down. So the Rangers get a new set of downs. 3:49 to go, 3rd quarter action, still down 13-6. This drive started on their own 3-yard line. Mata has 2 receivers to the far sideline. And something's wrong. That was illegal motion. That's illegal procedure. The ball got loose. I think 2 different offensive linemen moved before the ball was even snapped. So it's before the play. False start. So 1st and 15, we'll take it after the misplay and the loose ball.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty is better than giving them the football right here.
Without a doubt. Rangers shuffle players in and out. For 1st and 15 from the 27. Again, a tight end either side, now a receiver to either side. That's a throw to the tight end Birch. Mason Birch, the junior, can't hold on to it. It goes incomplete. It's 2nd down and long. He was in traffic. Would have been a great catch if he'd made it.
Yeah, he looked to me like he was covered up pretty good.
2 tight ends go out. 2 receivers come in. On 2nd and 15 from the 27, 2 receivers near side. Domel, the tight end on the far side. A little delayed handoff to Malachi Lane. He cuts up the middle, gets a good run of 5 or 6 yards. It's the original 5 yards, maybe 6 back, so it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 28.
Let's see if they can convert here. Keep the drive going. They need it. We got 15 left in the quarter.
2 receivers to the far side. Domel down here to the near side. Mata takes the snap, wants to run. Has Domel on a little look in off of his hands, and then he gets popped as the Rangers go incomplete and sets up 4th down with 2:59 to go, 3rd quarter. They'll have to punt. Second time they've thrown that little in route. Haven't had a whole lot of luck with it. Osorio comes in to punt. Another low line drive, end over end. And Steele will watch it roll out of bounds at the 26, where they'll start 1st and 10. Connor Vincent has orchestrated a couple of touchdown drives, both in the 2nd quarter for the Knights. Largely thanks to running back Tashawn Singleton, the senior backup, still on the field. David Hart, backup linebacker, is in at 1 receiver along with Contreras on the near sideline. They'll run the ball to Singleton, gets hit in the backfield, breaks that tackle, then gets wrapped up and thrown down on a good play by Wyatt Hansen.
Yeah, so they hit him in the backfield. That's a great one-on-one tackle with Hansen.
Slowed him down enough, and Hansen wrapped it up. A gain of a yard. It's 2nd and 9. And 2 receivers to the far side. They'll throw it to the inside receiver. Fumble. Ball's loose. Rangers get it, but was he out of bounds? They'll say. What do they say? Neither official. They're huddling. They're just going to call him down.
Yeah, fumbled out of bounds. The ball went out of bounds.
Okay.
So you're going to have about 3rd and 4.
So the ball stays in possession of the Knights as the clock runs under 2:10 to go in the 3rd. Levi Dashnay comes back in and goes to the far sideline. 2 receivers near sideline on 3rd and 4. Rangers jump. That'll be offsides. They get a shot and actually tip the pass. McKenzie got it, but it's going to be a 1st down by penalty as the Rangers were offsides. Obviously, we can't hear it all, but his cadence must be getting pretty good to get guys to jump.
Yeah, he must have changed it there, because that's the first time I've really seen anybody jump.
So up to the 37. It's 1st and 10 now for Steele. Ranger defenders.
They're doing a good job. They're just on 3rd down. They're just hurting themselves.
2 receivers near side. Singleton has it up the middle. Good gain this time, 5 or 6. They're actually going to mark him down at the 42, so a gain of 5 depends on, yes, near sideline judge. So a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Stopped by Colton Shepler, which has been a really, really good football player for Smithson Valley this year in the middle.
Yes, he has. And your defense watches Singleton busts out, comes near sideline, has some speed to get past the initial set into the secondary. Good job by the Rangers bringing him down before too long. Shepler chased him all the way down there to the Ranger 35 along with Wyatt Hansen. He just scoots and scoots fast. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Knights up by 7, threatening to score again, and now we have illegal procedure on 1st down. So that'll cost him 5. Stops the clock at 53 seconds. Knights again. Huddle basically at the ball. Clock's running now, under 45 seconds to go, third quarter. Vincent tells Singleton something. 1st and 15. They pull it back from Singleton. Vincent's going to run. Gets a couple, but gets popped pretty good. De Hoyos makes the tackle. Lane got the pop in. A gain of 4. It's 2nd down and 11 as the clock goes under 25 seconds. They really don't have to run another play.
I think they'll take the quarter.
I would think so too. Clock under 15 now as they won't. They start coming to the huddle. That's the end of 3 quarters. The Knights lead the Rangers 13-6 here on the Ranger Network.
Hey Fuller, does your dad insure this?
No, but if it was a car, he would.
Hey Fuller, what about this?
No, but if it was your parents' house, he would. Okay, listen. If it's auto, home, life, or business, my dad can insure it. Ugh.
Knights have it for 2nd down and 11 from the Ranger 36. As we come back, you see the Rangers have had a lot of success on the road, 88 wins and 25 losses. And that is a pretty good job on the road. Today they're hanging in as we go into the 4th quarter. They're down 13-6 to the Knights, who are on the move. As I mentioned, at the Ranger 36-yard line, 2nd down. Little confusion on part of the Rangers. They hand it to Singleton, but he doesn't have much room to go as the line stuffs it up. McLean Garrett among the backups in there right now on the tackle, along with some others, as it's 3rd and 10 from the 35. Cabaret Monroe, a wide receiver who hasn't seen the field much tonight, is out there at this point. Singleton the setback, Connor Vincent the quarterback. Play clock goes down to 10 as they finally break the huddle. A little urgency here on 3rd and 10. Ball snapped at 1 on the play clock, and he
missed him.
Rangers put some pressure on. A good job on the blitz by Amari McKenzie, but he can't put him to the ground. Vincent gets loose and throws an incomplete pass, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it was a nice stunt dialed up there by by the defensive coaches. Not going to let him stand there and throw it. Going to make him move around and got him to throw the ball away.
McKenzie has been blitzing almost every time he's been on the floor tonight here in the 2nd half. So they bring the punt unit on. Caleb Davis, again, averages about 31 yards a punt. Rangers caught it with a fair catch at the 3, his last punt. Left-footed kicker sends it up in the air. That one should go into the end zone, and does. Rangers will get it 1st and 10 from the 20 after that one. The Rangers have the ball again with just under 11 minutes to go in the game, down by a score. Coach, this is time you got to put something on the board.
Well, need to keep it here. Need to keep it within a score, because there's not going to be many possessions left, as we know. There haven't been many tonight.
Right.
For either team. The drives have been long and no non-point producing. Say long, time consuming, I should say.
Right. Receiver either side. Handoff. McCracken tries to bounce it back to the near side, but gets caught in the backfield and loses a couple of yards. He's had a tough going tonight.
Yeah, you're not going to dance around on Steele and make a bunch of yards. Early in the ball game, he was doing what he needed to do, which is put his nose down and go. He's not going to outrun him.
Right. So 2nd and 12 from the 18. Game clock goes under 10 and a half. McCracken behind Mata. Senior quarterback takes the snap, fakes it, looking for Domel, not there. Thins it down the field, almost picked off. Broke up on the play by Davion Hook, one of the safeties. As Rangers now have 3rd down and 12. They're going to, anytime that Mata rolls out and doesn't have Domel, no one else is really open.
No, I think he's usually rolling out looking for Domel, and I think Steele knows if we cover this one here, make him throw it to the 2nd or 3rd option.
Tight end to either side, receiver to either side. They jump. We look to the sideline, not ready to snap it. We've got press coverage on both receivers. Mata throws a little in route. That looked like interference almost, trying to hit Bafidis. Defensive back.
They got the flag. They got a flag on it, I think.
Yes, they do. Like I say, defensive back got there in a hurry. I don't think Bafidis really had a chance to reach for it. They do call interference, and that'll be a 1st down for the Rangers. Steele staff none too happy about it. So the ball stays at the line of scrimmage?
That's what I'm wondering.
What? The ball would at least be up to the spot, wouldn't it? Here's Bafidis on an end around. Far sideline. It looks like he got hooked around his helmet. Gets about 4 yards up to the 25 where it'll be 2nd down, but Bafidis almost looked like he got his head taken off.
Yeah, it looked like they almost tackled him by his throat.
Josh Farner, a linebacker, is the one who hit him. So 2nd and 6 from the 25. Again, I'm still wondering about the interference penalty. The contact was at the 24 or 25, and we ended up with the ball back at the 21. In any event, it's 2nd down and 6. They fake a handoff, send it out to Bafidis. Near sideline. Almost got face masked again as he gets across the 30, which will be close to a 1st down. They are going to move it as they spot it up near the 32, 33 yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Rangers, as Bafidis did a nice job of getting outside the defender that time and getting extra yardage.
Yeah, just taking what they're getting right now.
Rangers need one big play to open this up a little bit. 2 receivers far side, now motion. McCracken up the middle, got a few yards and then put his head down and got some more up to the 39 yard line. That'll be a gain of about 6. It should be 2nd down and 4 before he's dragged down. Good run that time by Travis McCracken.
Yeah, he just hit the hole and went. He didn't try to make anybody miss. He didn't really look around very much. He just went. He's a good little running back. I enjoy watching him play.
2 receivers to the far side. Motion again. They'll give it to McCracken again. This time he runs into somebody. That time Nick Freeman got stood up by Elmore, I believe. McCracken leaned forward and got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and 4.
Still, they're big and strong inside. You don't push them around every play. You get them sometimes, and then next one they might win. A lot of winning and losing battles tonight.
Yes, indeed. So a receiver either way. Mata checks the sideline. Domel tight end on the right side. Cornerbacks both come up for press coverage. We'll hand it to McCracken. Makes one man miss, then leans forward. Gets close, but I don't know. The spot kind of leaned forward, so if he gets up to the 43, that'll be good enough for a first down, and I think that's where they're going to spot it. A favorable spot for the Rangers. That's first down yardage. I'm not real sure. But we'll take it. Good job by McCracken to hitting the hole and getting there.
Yeah, he knew what he needed, and he wasn't going to get it dancing around.
Malachi Lane comes in. He'll be the tailback. Two receivers far side. Domel one of them. Malachi takes it, tries to bounce out. Not much room there. Their speed gets to him. He loses a yard back to the 42. It'll be 2nd and 11. Relentless is an often used word and probably used too many times, but their defense is just relentless. They never give you a chance to go sideways.
Yeah, you got to go north and south on them. Looked like Malachi might could have brought it out the front side towards the Steele sideline, but
yeah,
you can't question the running back.
No.
You start questioning the running back, then he's going to start doubting what he's doing, and Malachi's done a good job all year.
Two receivers near side, tight end either way. Mata takes it, fakes it to Lane, wants to throw, has a man in the middle of the field, but then coverage came in. Was intended for TJ Hunt, too tall. Would have been first down yardage over his head, though.
Third and long.
Third and long.
Convert.
Eric Mata over at the sideline, talking to coaches. Now comes back. Lane's the tailback. Two receivers this side.
Try to hit him in the hole out here. Looks like. Nice.
Intended pass is for TJ Hunt. Catches it into Steele territory at the 45. Knocked down right away, but makes the catch on a good throw by Derek Mata.
Looks like we got a flag in the backfield. That's
all holding.
Usually not a good sign.
Yep. Hear the fans yelling for it. I didn't see it. So instead of first down, it's now third and very long. Ball back to the 32. So 3rd and 21. No, the play list for that particular yard down and distance is very short.
Yeah, at best, you know, you're going to fold over the top, hope for big player interference, or try to get half of it if you plan on going for it.
Mata's being chased, throws it. There's TJ Hunt with a catch out near the 45. I think they'll spot him at the 44, so that will be 4th and about 9 to go for the Rangers. And the punt unit looks like it will come on. Still down by 7. 6 minutes to go. 4th quarter action. Manuel Osorio, senior punter, is on the field for the Rangers. Contreras is deep. Rugby style kick will hit. End over end it goes. Up near the 20-yard line, and that's where the Rangers will stop the ball at 5:57 to go in the game. So they got one more chance to stop Steele here, try to make a play defensively, maybe come up with a turnover. Steele's goal is probably to run out the clock. Rangers have 2 timeouts left and a defense that's been on the field a bunch here in the second half.
Yeah, and you know, they've kept themselves on some. You know, they've played really good to 3rd down, and they've had a couple of penalties that have extended drives.
Hand off, hit in the backfield. That was Singleton, but he ran not very quickly that time. He had some defensive pressure and just kind of slowed down.
Yeah, there was penetration on this side of the defensive line on the near side.
Rangers will take as much time off the play clock as they can each time. Second and 10. Motion. They give it to Singleton. He's bottled up. Rangers all over that one. Gavin Woods down at the bottom of the pile. Diego Hamilton also in on the play. So now it's third, and we'll call it 9.
Tony, they've all been big third downs, but I don't know if there's one bigger than this one right here tonight. This is a chance to stop them, get the ball back with enough time to do something with it.
Yes, sir. So 3rd and 9, 4:45 on the game clock. Play clock now at 10. 3 receivers far side. Rangers look like they want to blitz. Here they come. They throw it over the middle. Singleton drops it. Just looking at what he had, Shepler was on him, but I'm not sure Shepler would have caught him before first down yardage. So it's 4th down. The clock stops at 4:33, and the Knights will have to punt. The 2 most dangerous punt returners in the district stand at the Ranger 45. Caleb Davis, the punter for the Knights.
I sure need one of them to get their hands on it.
Snap is good. The left-footed punter gets it up. Clark, well, somebody got to get the ball. Well, nobody decided to take a chance as it took a funny hop on the first hop. Clark looked like he wanted it. They both back off, and the ball dies at the Ranger 36. So the Rangers, with 4:22 to go in the game, have 64 yards to go. Try and tie the game or go ahead on a 2-point conversion. I am sure they are ready. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near. McCracken, the running back, takes a delay handoff and gets hit at the line of scrimmage.
It's Mekhi Williams. He's had a good ball game.
Yes, sir. His name gets called a lot. 2nd and 10.
Unfortunately for a lot of folks, he's an underclassman.
Yeah. 2 receivers and Domel on the right side, far side. Mata rolls to his right, wants to throw it. Has Clark there. He makes the catch and then goes out of bounds. The catch is a good one. I think we got a favorable spot as I think he fell closer to the 43, but they put it down at the 42. It'll be 3rd and 5. Game clock goes under 3:30 as we break the huddle. Knights blitz. Mata throws. Clark catches it, and he gets popped. First down yardage.
I always wonder why people get real excited when first downs and touchdowns
but they made a hit.
Got the hit, but it's first down, so
real close to being helmet to helmet too.
I was wondering why it wasn't.
Yeah, I think that was
more face to face. It looked like to me.
Yeah. Still, he hit him in the helmet. So 1st and 10 from the Rangers from their own 47. Mata has McCracken behind him. The receiver either way. Fake to McCracken. They'll throw it down the sideline. McDonald goes up, and I think it's picked off. No, it's incomplete.
It's a great job by McDonald getting the ball out of there, becoming the defender.
Right. Tevin Cortez was the corner on coverage, and he had the interception, but McDonald slapped it away. So we live for 2nd and 10 from the 47, 2:38 to go. Rangers break the huddle, send McDonald and Clark to the far side. Clark on the inside. Somebody moved on the offensive line. It'll be 2nd and 15. Don't know who flinched, but someone did. It'll cost the Rangers 5 yards. Still 2nd down. So from the 42, same 2 receivers to the top. McCracken the tailback behind Mata. Derek takes the snap, fakes it to McCracken, wants to throw. Has McDonald on the far sideline. Going up and almost picking it off, though, is safety Davion Hook. As he was underneath the route, which would have been close to first down yardage for the Rangers. But Hook went up and almost picked it off.
They've been running that 10 to 12 yard out and had some success with it. And that time, like you said, the safety dropped out underneath it, playing over the top of it with the corner.
Sure, this is 4 down territory with 2:33 to go, but the Rangers face 3rd and 15 now from their own 42. They fake it to McCracken, and Mata is sacked. Boy, they got in there quick. That was Williams, the middle linebacker, who got him first. Then the defensive line came in there, and the Rangers will have to punt with 2:19 to go, and the clock runs.
Yeah, he was standing back there waiting for Mata to get back there.
Yeah.
Fast off of the edge.
Osorio. Steele calls a timeout. 2:03 to go. Clock is running. You know, strategy is important, but would have been another 10 seconds off the clock probably, and they stopped the clock with 2:03 to go. We'll keep it here. Rangers will end up punting with Steele getting the ball at just under 2 minutes to go. Rangers have 2 timeouts left. Almost going to have to force a turnover somehow by the defense.
Yeah,
or on the punt return.
Yeah, it's got to be. It'll have to be a 3 and out, and they'll get the ball back with probably under 50 seconds.
Yeah. So with the clock stopped, play clock hasn't even started yet. The Rangers line up to punt. Ball spotted to 35. Osorio gets it off. Low line drive with some roll. They'll let it go. And then it'll end up, we need to stop it right now, end up at the 17. 1:54 to go. The Knights have the ball. A chance to run out the clock. The Rangers' goal is to stop that from happening. As the Ranger defense is going to be called again to make something to happen. At a scoreless second half with 1:54 to go in the game. Vincent hands it off. It's Singleton. It gets caught in the backfield. Play is stopped. Do the Rangers call timeout? They do. So we'll again keep it here as the Rangers use their second timeout of the half with 1:48 to go. Wouldn't you guess they're going to hand it off? Rangers can stop the clock one more time, but that'll be it.
Yeah.
And he's obviously a guy who can get you first down in a heartbeat.
Well, I'm sure Steele's a little bit concerned about a couple of things right here just by running the ball. They run the ball, Smithson Valley stops them, calls timeout, run the ball again. They don't make the first time, they got a punt. You know, you got a punt as an opportunity for them to block it
right
before you give the ball back to them. But Smithson Valley gets the ball back, they're not going to have much time, but they should have pretty good field position. But none of that will happen unless they stop them on these next 2 downs.
Sure. So it will be 2nd and 10 as there was no gain on the play.
And they played a good ball game tonight defensively. There's some 3rd downs they left out on the field, but other than that, they've played pretty well.
Big defensive tackle Dante Payton at 6'2", 280 is now lining up at tight end for the Knights on the right side of the offensive line. Under center, Vincent hands it off. Singleton gets a good run out past the 20 to the 22. Rangers call timeout again. But they'll be facing a 3rd and 5 now from the 22-yard line after this timeout by the Rangers. Just one more big body to go in there and block. Kind of interesting that they do that, Coach. Just
yeah, it's probably a short yardage package or goal line package that they work during the course of the week, obviously. And then right now, all they're trying to do is right now they need 5 yards in their mind. That's all.
That's all.
5 yards, ball game's over.
And the Rangers' job is to not allow that. So the story still, Rangers trail the Knights 13-6. No one has scored in the second half.
It's been a good defensive ball game. If you like defense,
that's what this has been.
It's a good one to watch.
Yes, sir.
If you like offense, you need to go watch a different game tonight.
Some other games in the district would fight that. Fill that.
Yeah, Judson Wagner, 40-something, 30-something, whatever.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 22. They need to get to the 27 for a first down. Go with the jumbo line again, and again Vincent under center.
Trying to make him jump. Good call by Steele. Good job by Smithson Valley not jumping.
Vincent goes under center. Takes the snap, hands it to Singleton. Up the middle, breaks through a tackler and then gets loose. He's on the loose across midfield, the 40. He's going to go the distance as we can't catch him, and Steele will win the game on a touchdown with 1:30 to go, or at least go a long way to winning the game as Singleton busts through the Rangers.
Yeah, they had him stopped. There was a heck of a collision right in the hole, but he won the battle on that one. And then just outran everybody to the end zone.
So again, Steele. Michael Patterson to try the extra point. Vincent the holder. Snap good, the hold down, the kick up, and between the uprights. 20-6. The Knights take the lead. 1:30 to go. Rangers will be ready for receive the kickoff after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
What brings you here to? Whoa.
Well, I heard my wife talking to her friends that y'all work miracles, so I thought maybe you could do something with this.
We absolutely help women, children, and men, but I'm gonna have to call in the reinforcements.
Dermatology San Antonio can do this for me. Just think what they can do for you.
Back to Linhoff. Well, Michael Patterson will squib it up the middle. Pafitas gets it at the 20. Cuts through, breaks one tackle, spins away, and then gets popped at the 33. Where the Rangers will start 1st and 10 and have a long way to go. Down 2 scores. Rangers from the 33 have been unable to cross the goal line tonight offensively. A couple of field goals. Steele with their 3rd touchdown leads it 20-6. Madison's Clark in motion. Now an end around by Clark. He beats the defensive end, but then gets chased out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, basically. Had to maybe the 34, a gain of 1 on a 35-yard run.
1 yard gain on the play, second down and 9.
Rangers try and find any way to get the ball up the field, as the Steele defense has been a formidable one tonight for the Ranger offense. Nothing much on big plays happening. Mata to throw. Little in route. Incomplete. Intended for McDonald.
Yeah, Steele's defense did a nice job in the second half because Smithson Valley really didn't have a whole lot of, I mean, they weren't going up and down the field, but they had some yards in the first half, had opportunities in red zones and couldn't capitalize on them. Second half, they really haven't had that chance. Steele has done a real nice job tonight.
So 3rd and 9, minute 16 to go. Rangers obviously in 4-down territory, but need some good yardage on this one. And then a bad snap. Mata goes and gets it, picks it up, rolls to the right. Has a man down the field, makes it complete. That's McDonald. Goes out of bounds across the 45. Clock stops with a minute 9, and Rangers have first down yardage.
Yeah, Dante Payton, number 94 for Steele, has created some issues tonight in the middle there. I think he's the reason there's been 3 or 4 bad snaps. Center snapping, trying to get his hands on him to keep him from getting in the backfield. He's a good football player, and by the way, he's a junior also.
He is a junior, yes he is. And you know who we haven't seen tonight is the defensive end, Kiki Adjidu-Agugbi. I won't say that name again. He hasn't played at all tonight for the Knights. He's a defensive end that is quite a specimen. Mata wants to throw long, gets pressure, breaks through, gets some yardage, spins away, and then gets stopped at about the Knights 47. They'll have to line up quickly as there are no timeouts. Clock runs with 50 seconds to go. Offensive line gets set. Mata rolls to his left, wants to throw, does. Hits the receiver, which is McDonald. It goes out of bounds on the Steele sideline near the 42. That'll be first down yardage for the Rangers. Big Dante comes off the field for this one. Played a little bit of offensive line, then played a couple snaps of defensive line, and said, I need a breather. Mata takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it to Domel, but Domel had kind of cut off the route, and he threw it low and further up the field.
The miscommunication on that one. The coverage rolled in late, I think, so it changed Domel's route.
34 seconds to go. Rangers face 2nd and 10 from the Knight 42. Rangers will still go in the playoffs. Knights will be the #1 seed in the smaller size. Rangers #1 seed in the bigger schools in 6A. Rangers will have a home game next Friday night, likely. Mata to throw. Little in route, a lot of contact. McDonald just got mugged as he turned and spun to the ball. No flag. Incomplete. Game clock at 30 seconds. Stopped on the incompletion. It's 3rd and 10. Well, there's Kiki. He's out there right now. The left defensive end.
I'm glad you tried his name. I wasn't going to.
Mata with a couple of tight ends. Rolls. Has someone down the far sideline. That looks like McDonald, and they break it up at the last minute. Is that Hooks again? No. Yeah, Davion Hooks goes up and knocks it away.
If we've missed any of the numbers tonight, Tony, we need to talk to Coach Science. We just can't read them. We can't see their good numbers.
It's gold on black, shiny gold though. It's just that they bunch it up. The font is a 5 looks like a exclamation point almost.
It doesn't have anything to do with us,
Yeah.
our eyes being a little bit older, does it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 10 from the 42 with 24 seconds to go. The Rangers need a first down. Here comes a blitz. Good pickup. Mata wants to throw it down. He has a man, I think, and it's incomplete, just out of the hands of McDonald, who tried valiantly to get to it, but Mata's throw on the run just a little too far and goes incomplete. The Knights will be able to take a knee one time, and this one will be over.
Well, it's ended up being a good ball game, just a slugfest defensively. You know, just punching back and forth, field position, kind of changing back and forth a little bit. And
the one difference in the game I think we've talked about a little bit is they had several big plays. Rangers didn't have any big plays.
Correct.
And that took the fist fight to their favor. They call a personal foul on the Rangers. Not real sure what that was about. But they'll mark 15 yards against the Rangers. So they'll take a knee at the Ranger 43 instead of their own 40-something. Vincent will have his protectors. He'll take a shotgun snap and take a knee. 18 seconds to go, that'll end it. So the Knights advance with a 10-0 record and a 7-0 District 27 6A title. The Rangers will finish at 8-2 and 5-2 and will finish likely with a tie with New Braunfels in second place. Because of their win over New Braunfels, they break the tie, so they will be the large school #1 representative in the playoffs, which start next Friday night.
Should start next Friday night against Madison unless something crazy happens.
And again, we think the Rangers will be at home next Friday night against Madison in the first round of the playoffs, but for tonight, the Knights win this one 20-6. So we will say thanks to everyone with Wick Productions on a great product again tonight. This is Donnie Brubaker saying goodnight for Coach Matlick. Matlick, that's not right.
Coach Matlick.
Yeah, he's somebody
a long
else.
time ago. I know Coach Matlick.
Coach Moochie.
He's a good man.
He is.
That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it.
We'll say goodnight and God bless. The Rangers fall 20-6 to Steele.